Of all the beaches I've explored during my travels up and down the California coast, Santa Barbara's El Capitan State Beach stands out as truly incredible. I remember running down the slopes of white sands running to the bricky shoreline and seeing the sculpted cliffs of mountains hugging all across the ocean. This beach is truly special to me. Visiting the Santa Barbara coast last time I went there, I awaited a clear, flat, sandy beach full of people. Instead, I was halted at the entrance by a big orange fence and was confronted by this. All along the shore in the distance, I saw large piles of black, slug-shaped debris. An oil pipeline has ruptured and spilled thousands of gallons of crude oil onto our coast. The cleanliness of our coast and the health of our ecosystem is in jeopardy, as you can see here. We must take responsibility by cleaning up this oil spill. As members of a community that enjoys our beaches, I strongly urge you to help remedy the damages by joining the Santa Barbara County Beach and Park Cleanup Program, where we can work together and restore the state of our coast. As I walked away from this oil-infested beach, bummed about my beach day, I saw the small cloud of busy workers hauling bags of dark sludge to their trucks. The vast distribution of oily debris covering the Santa Barbara coast would be impossible for this one team to do just by themselves before the damage infects the whole of the environment and the ecosystem. K2ED News reported that over 105,000 gallons of crude oil had spilled from the Plains All-American pipeline near the Santa Barbara's Refugio State Beach since the pipeline erupted on May 19, 2015. This buildup of oil is not only ruining the sites of our shores, it's killing precious wildlife. The Santa Barbara Independent News Company reported that since May 19th, when the pipeline exploded, 9 dead dolphins, some of them full of tars in their mouths, have washed up onto the state coast beaches. A total of 45 mammals and 80 birds have been found dead in just the last 2 weeks alone, and many more have been covered in oil. Together as a community, we can recover the damages and make our beaches beautiful again. We've seen this problem before. 46 years ago in 1969, a similar oil spill occurred right here on our county. The generation of volunteers, their efforts, succeeded in keeping our beaches beautiful and the coast healthy and pristine for us to love and enjoy. The local community worked together, using straws to absorb their oils from the beaches, hauling away tons of sand from the beaches, skimmer ships to remove oils from the surface, and even setting up rescue stations for animals and birds devastated by the oil at emergency animal rescue stations. Because of their services, dolphins came back to our shores to visit it. We've maintained our white, sandy beaches, where flocks of families and beach lovers can go and have gone, enjoying the clear blue water and being amazed at the diversity of life and the health of the ecosystem there. For decades, the sands and cliffs have shined like the brightest jewel on the crown of the North American coast. And as members of the community that enjoy our beaches, I strongly urge you to help remedy the damage by joining the Santa Barbara County Beach and Cleanup Party program. You can get their information right here. There's a way for schools and communities to help preserve the local wildlife and help contribute together to remedy this problem. Our wildlife depends on us to stay healthy, and our parks and beaches depend on us to stay open to the public. Without us, our beaches could soon become simple cesspools. Thank you for listening, and please help keep our state parks open. Without your help, our beaches could go back to looking like this. I, for one, want our beaches to be bright and sunny and clear, and I want everyone to be able to enjoy them. thank you for your time. And please, help keep our parks alive and clean. It's extremely important to volunteer through the Santa Barbara County Parks and Beach Program. Coordination with officials on the scene is essential for public safety. At a news conference, state officials responded to the reports of wildlife being found covered in oil, saying 6 pelicans and 1 sea lion were among the wildlife rescued Thursday. The general public may want to help, but the fact is that trying to capture wild-oiled animals by people who don't have training is dangerous, both to the animal as well as the people, said Dr. Mike Zaccardi, a UC Davis veterinarian and director of the Oiled Wildlife Network. More than 3,000 feet of booms have been rolled out to try and contain the spill, with more expected Friday. The oily sheens stretch for miles offshore. There are 17 vessels working on the water, and they've recovered approximately 9,500 gallons of oily water mix, says Mike Mickel, the Senior Director for Operations for Plains All-American Pipeline, which owns the broken pipe. Company officials say they still do not know the cause of the broken pipe that leaked Tuesday, sending oil running through a storm drain in the ocean. The company responded to reports on Thursday that the pipeline company had a history of 175 safety and maintenance infractions since 2006, including pump failures, equipment malfunction, pipeline corrosion, and operator error. The company has apologized and acknowledged the past spills, but says it should be in context. The number of reportable incidences by percentage are well within the industry norms, said Patrick Hodgins, Director of Safety and Security for Plains All-American Pipeline. Some were associated with regular maintenance, some were caused by third-party damage. None of them were incidents involving injury, Hodgins told reporters on Thursday. The U.S. Coast Guard Captain Jennifer Williams, the federal on-scene coordinator, says it's difficult to say how long the cleanup efforts will take, citing bad weather on Thursday as an example of how they could face unexpected delays. We had to stop our skimming operations because of weather, high winds, and the waves got too choppy, Williams said. Look at the damage created by this oil spill. Together as a group, we can make this as great as it was before. We can restore our beaches to their pristine quality and remove this annoying debris.